Hey, what's going on, guys? Hyperion-Blue-GT champion is here and continuing on in Gran Turismo Sport. Now, looks like it's time for continuing on in part 32 for it. After 2 new rounds on the Midship Challenge, moving on over to take 2 new rounds on the Premium Sports Lounge. Well, looks like it's gonna be a 10-lap race. Definitely gonna be starting out on Dragon Trail Seaside and Autodromo National Monza. Wow, this is going to be a lot of extended time for doing a whole lot of workout to earn this by 100,000 credits. Well, maybe perhaps I should probably have to go and start out with any kinds of strong high performance vehicle for it. Maybe I'll have to pick any vehicle from each category. Well, I might have to say this. It will be driving Bugatti Veyron for this event, because I'm really gonna have to be prepared for the best for it. So, looks like I'm about to go and use the Lamborghini Aventador for the first round, also followed by the Enzo Ferrari or probably any other cars whenever I can. Yeah, this is gonna be a hard vehicle to choose. So, I would like to go with the Lamborghini Aventador because everybody like this car could also use in every Gran Turismo series. Well, probably in GT5 and GT6. But this car's still fast. But it also has that N700 category, could be quite good enough to take on the Bugatti Veyron for it. Well, probably from the last race, I just used the Alfa Romeo 4C road car towed on my livery and my OC Huracan. So, looks like it's gonna be a big challenging to be prepared for it. Okay, so I'm really sure a bit because there are no tire ratings to be required for it. I should probably have to stick on the sports soft tires because that's gonna be good to use for any road cars for it. Okay, here we go. 10 laps and let's do it. Well, I hope this is going to be extended a lot of time for earning a number of distance. Nope, I don't think that's too late breakings at this one. Sorry folks, I really have to try again for it because it's going to be a little bit extremely hard for this race for it. So yeah, in case you noticed that already turns out that the live stream just went down. Which on that cool interior. Now, this might be the time to take a little time to slide and steady. That's where that corner is at. .911 GT3 RS seems having a little catching up to do. Okay, now let's just take a little slow right. Well, I just putting on the second attempt because I just accidentally pulled the brakes lately. So I probably have to make a better one, so I'll be able to be more careful next time whenever I had to be prepared to pull the brakes earlier than I expect. Stay on it. Alright, so looks like 7 laps to go. Because I really go for it to have a little more extended race for it. Yeah, I kind of think that's going to be under 2 minutes. Okay, past that Hyper GTS. Okay, now pass on the 458 Italia. Now, let's just step right inside. Okay, change back and drive Pro. Alright, well, only got 6 more to go. Definitely the 2 Hypercars are definitely giving a little neck on neck. Because I'm really sure that an Venator really wants to go catch up onto the top 2. They'll be able to be in the top 3 right away. And there's the McLaren MP412C. Alright, now let's keep it nice and tight. Watch out for that corner. Well, probably this moment, I should probably add another clip after this first race ends. I kind of think this also has to use only 2 video clips for this one video segment, folks. Well, I know how you guys think of it. This might be turns out to be quite very saved up for it, but it also reaches up in 60 minutes by an hour. But don't worry. I'm just trying to buy some time for it. Just trying to keep winning up with using any different car for it. Alright, well, let's see. Pull the brakes. Well, I kind of think that was the LaFerrari or the McLaren 650S. They passed that apex in the bus stop. There you go. Alright, well, it only got 20 gap distance to go, and it only has 5 laps remaining. Okay, well, that could be buying some time for it. Well, very well for that. This could also take some time to do a little driving struggle technique to racing up between a hypercar and a known hypercar. I kind of think this is definitely quite good for us. But maybe perhaps what happens if the Koenigsegg Agera or the Regera in Gran Turismo Sport. So maybe they'll have to talk about it, that they'll have to find out what might be good for it. But it also seems in need for speed payback in the Crew 2. Well, maybe most other players who have already played the early gameplay of the Crew 2 before, they're about to start having a full release. Okay, looks like I'm going past by it. Keep decreasing the gap distance. I'm catching up to them. Huh. Well, for a second there I just pulled the e-brake, so that will save my bacon. Well, definitely saving my bacon means reputation. Just giving a lot of popular demand for it, folks. So yes, whenever having trouble with a late brake turn, definitely the e-brake can also help you for only a short time. That could be quite easier as it goes through. But much like other parts from movies and shows, whenever you have to slow down without getting a single hit. Alright, 7th lap, 3 more to go. But not to worry, folks, I'll be able to use the Lamborghini Venator again as a Redux. So I'll make sure I have to do it better. Okay, looks like I'm getting close. I can smell it. I can barely smell it. I hope the Venator is going to have to take on the arch rival on the Bugatti Veyron to be quite very good for it. Heavyweight hypercar versus standard lightweight hypercar could also give a little more competitive rivalry. Take it nice and slow, make it quick. Okay, watch out for the objects. Okay, we're almost there, folks. Catching up to the last two. Okay, now, kind of be assured of it. This race also takes 15 minutes amount of time for having a little race. Maybe I'll have to be a little more aggressive, but not taking too much for it. That will boost up the clean race bonus whenever you really want to take it nice and steady. Just also has to take a little more driving techniques to drive around the course. That will be giving a lot of time for it. Alright, 2 more laps to go. Hope the Bugatti Veyron and the LaFerrari is going to be quite sure of it. Okay, the Veyron's in second. Now, I guess the LaFerraris might be in first. Yep. Good thing I've always putting on e-brake in case of an emergency. Hello, Bugatti Veyron. How's your day going? Well, looks like you're doing good. And even for that, I'm about to go and overtake your position so I could be in first place. Oh, I kind of think I was wrong. That was the F40. Well, I can't believe that was a surprise check. Well, there are no signs of the LaFerrari yet. It's just the F40, folks. Classic 1990 hidden headlight supercar wants to take on first place. Now, this is going to be very risky to take on 2 cars with using the Venator. Thank you, and I'll be on my way past the F40 Ferrari. Oh yes, Mr. Hyperion-Blue is in the lead. Well, I guess that the Lamborghini Venator drives fast better than the Bugatti Veyron, but I know there might be some other reaction talks about the strongest car for it. Definitely rivalry back in GT6, of course, but I know I'm just being a little complaint about it. I'm just really just planning to have ourselves to talk about the good old days of the race for it. So, looks like we're almost there. It looks like this is going to be an under 20-minute race. It's almost there. Take a little light turn. Then the Venator has finally comes in first place. Well, actually, I'm just always sticking on the interior view. That could be quite differently changes the same thing. Okay, steady. A little more steady time. That could definitely giving the most best performance spec design for it. Well, probably the newer Lamborghini Centenario, plus definitely quite good, almost like a Pegasus Centurion. Well, I'm just gonna think I'm sticking onto this good, strong, fast Venator. And look at this, I'm just finally reached up in first place on the finish line, and then race number 4 is well done. And that was a hard, tough race for that one, folks. But definitely that was a 19-minute run. That was quite not bad for sure. Well, I guess the F40 just definitely just blocking the Bayron by 3rd place. So, looks like the car handicap bonus just added up in 60% plus. That would be much good to see. That would be quite possibly good to be needed in for, but looks like 32.2 miles is definitely extended up by finishing the daily workouts. Okay, all done, and that's definitely 33 miles. Alright, so looks like it's time to go on over to Autodromo National Monza. Because probably this time I'll be able to pick any different car, just like any other N700 cars for it, but probably the N600 cars might be a sure fit. Now I should probably go and random pick assigns any category for it. So probably perhaps I should go with the Ferrari 458 Italia 2009. That could be a good choice to use the N600 car. That will be giving a little more car handicap bonus as usual. But let's see what happens if I could take on the Hypercars again. Okay, Lamborghini Venio, Bugatti Veyron, Aston Martin 177. Man, this is going to be very tougher than it looks like. Yeah, I'm really wanting to go and push things up for this 458 Italia. That would be much excitement to be thrilled for. So, starting out in 16th place, and looks like we're gonna have to race on the official corner layout, not the no chicane parts. So, this might be the only deal. This time, sports soft tires or racing hard tires could be a little more determined. Because I'm always sticking with the sports soft tires. That will be much better for the standard sports car and supercars, or maybe hypercars. So let's go and let's get this 458 Italia for race number 5 in the Premium Sports Lounge. Well, I hope this is going to be the turns out the better for it. That could probably give me a little more hard time to beat all the strongest vehicles ever yet. Okay, we're almost there. Well, definitely, this might be goes differently here. here for it, but the 458 Italia is N600 Supercars division, and this might be good to strong up against the Hypercars. Glad the Bugatti Veyron really wants more cars to challenge with. Well, I kind of think I should bring out 2 Italian supercars to be bringing out for the event. This will be bringing up 2 new rounds to be extended a lot of it. But also, daily workout could also extend more when earning a car to finishing up 2 new rounds for it. But in the meantime, strong standard supercars could be good to take on the most toughest advanced hypercars ever yet to be fulfilled. But definitely, they just really want to earn more money faster by generating it by over at least an hour to do a little race. Well, probably the KTM Expo is a good choice to use on the Blue Moon Bay Speedway. Alright, well, 3 cars still on the main rush. I might have to give a little quick pass by it, just to be more cautious. Okay, going in, take the first turn on the apex, straight into the chicane. Okay, well, only down in 8 laps to go. Still more cars that I'm about to catch up. Steady, steady. Well, I'm always being a little obvious to catch up whenever I can to race this Ferrari up for a bit. Well, definitely the last round that the F40 did a good job for maintaining the pace to block the Bugatti Veyron and stays in second place. I might sure of it because I would like to congratulate the Ferrari F40 for doing a successful race well done. End up in second place, I'm using the Venator. Alright, well, probably several more laps to go. Gonna have to be more gently careful, try not to get hit on the SLS. Step on it with the chain. Second part. Gonna have to be more very cautious. I've only got 36 gap distance to go. Now I should probably keep facing up a little bit, try not to go over aggressive. Now passing on that silk gray Ferrari 458, hell yeah. Now let's just squeeze wide open. The Hypercar is definitely good on long straights that could be fast easily. Well, it was definitely much like Super GT and GT5, but very different with using strong Supercars and Hypercars performance, because there's more tougher distance has got to throw. Okay, past that Dodge Viper going in. Oh boy. Don't want to end up like the Aventador does. Well, probably just using the e-brake in case. Well, I kind of think this is going to be very more difficult to beat the Hypercars until for the last 5 laps. I would like to have to go and grab a different vehicle that could be much better to beat it for. I just want to have to be sure, because strong Supercars really wanted to have a challenge to be prepared for the best. This will also extend a lot of race for having a little endurance race. That could also give them more time to do a little workout, to do a little practice. Maybe anybody could give this advice that I just talked about it. There you go. Now let's pass the McLaren MP412C and the Lamborghini Huracan. Could give a little time for it, because I know it's worth it to beat these Hypercars for only 5 laps by continuous in the middle part of it. Nope, not today, stepping on the sand trap. Okay, in a few miles, well, probably 25 gap distance to go, and definitely on the middle distance, I'm trying to keep counting on it. Well, just giving a little more focusing on the road. The handling capabilities could also give a little time to control the car. One more to go. I hope this is going to have to take a lot of determined choices to see if this is going to be able in first place or not. Alright, gonna keep focusing on the McLaren 650S. Guess I'm gonna be prepared and take a little slow turn. Be very cautious. There's the Aston Martin 177. Now, hope the Lamborghini Venio and the Bugatti Veyron still on a little neck on neck. Just giving a little battle for first place. I should probably keep pushing it. Well, there might be quite harder to tell you. Whenever you feel comfortable to drive hard, whenever you can take a lot of pressure in it, but probably don't take it too much because you'll get a lot of stress while doing hard time for it without tuning up for it. But maybe most experts always think that one of their favorite cars could also need a little upgrade to beat these strong hypercars. That could be a little idea to come up to make it more easier, or maybe just giving a little easy tip to increase money, so it has to be more quite up to be at least or over 100,000 credits. It looks like 3 more to go. Things are getting a lot more heated up right now. Okay, almost there. Take that turn nice and neat. Oh man, just barely made a successful confirm on the double cones. Now let's focusing on to keep these hypercars while taking a little nice and easy turns. Take a few turns. Keep up the smiles. Only got 10,000 gap distance to go, but we're on the middle. Now, it's continuing to increase the throttle for it. Step on the 4th gear and then the 5th gear. Well, probably 7th gear could be much very quite strong, capable use on any supercars. That'll be might be kick it up a notch to beat these hypercars for it. Okay, there's one over there pass by. Okay, well, 2 more to go. This is gonna get a lot more struggle for the 458 Italia. Gonna have to keep pushing up a bit. The Veyron is definitely getting closer to it. But I hope this is going to be catching up for only at least 2 laps for it, because that's how they increase pace aggressive. I'm just really gonna be prepared for this one, folks. Stronger than ever, the harder it will. Almost there. I'm keeping up a bit. Come on, Ferrari. Don't give up hope. Remember, this is what this car be prepared for. Okay, we're on the ninth lap, people. Looks like this is going to be a lot more speeded up to keep things up for a bit. Come on. Don't want to waste a lot of horsepower in it. Oh man, that is getting closer to it. That was a nearly close performance. Come on. Now I'm gonna have to pass that Bugatti Veyron first, second the Lamborghini Venio. Now I'm aftering those two. Come on, don't let these two Hypercars to be in the checker flag. Well, I kind of don't like the hard part when the Veyron passes by easily. Alright, now I'm in the lead. Now, the most hard part is Bear has to keep an eye out on those two until the final lap goes for it, because this is the big moment. This is it. Gotta stay on first place. If the Venio and the Bugatti Veyron could definitely want to put me in second or third place, well, any other strong supercars can do it. This is gonna be the moment of truth. Supercars can definitely got stronger than Hypercars. Okay, gotta stay on it. Alright, now this will be the most simple thing to keep my position well balanced for it. At least 2,000 or 3,000 gap distance could be giving a little momentarily. Because I'm racing for my life. The 458 Italia really wants us to be in first place for it, folks. Alright, coming in, taking on the last corner. Final stretch. Incoming. Ha! Yes! I knew it, my 458 Italia never gives up for it. Just giving a little more strong, durable grip for it. So, looks like the Hypercars ends up in second and third place. Man, that was a long, going, hard struggle for today's race, you guys. But, oh man, definitely that's gonna be a 90% car handicap bonus. That might be good for it. So, that's 4,180 experience. That could be quite very good. Alright, thank you Ferrari, and thank you Car Handicap Bonus for doing a good job. So, race number 5 is finished, you guys. That's all for today. So, probably in the next race I'll be continuing on 2 new rounds on the La Fiesta Capolino. And after this, 3 new events is going to be in it. So, separately, Dragon Trail and Branch Hatch is gonna be coming up in the next race course. But I'll be able to be prepared for tomorrow's race by earning up a daily workout. So, let's see which vehicle should I really want to get. The Alfa Romeo Mito 1.4 T-Sport. That could be quite good to be added in for the list. I never get one. So, the color white might be good for it. So, definitely that was a good race by using lesser supercars like the Ferrari 458 Italia for it. But I'm glad that Bugatti Veyron is the most hardest hypercar ever yet, folks. I'll make sure I'll be back on over to use Ferrari vehicles. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to click like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Don't forget to check on Hyperion-Blue-GT to see more art that you want to see, and also my wiki fandom on the second link below of the description if you want to click the second one in it. So, thank you and have a good day. And I'll be continuing on over in the GT League in the next part in Gran Turismo Sport. And have a wonderful day, you guys. See ya.